Good morning, everyone. Hi, welcome here to this room I'm in. I'm Jeff Gerstmann. Hello, welcome to this room I'm in. We're here. We're gonna hang out, play some video games, do some stuff. Counter-Strike 2 got announced, huh? Or I guess not necessarily announced. They just kind of put out some videos, and they were like, "Here you go. We're doing the thing that we're doing." It turns out. I'm kind of trying to look it up here. I'm just kind of sitting down at a computer. So what's the details here? Give me the deets. Hook me up with the deets. Out this summer. Today we're excited to announce Counter-Strike 2. What? Oh, that's what that account apparently is not the real. What's the actual? It's because the CS:GO on just CS:GO on Twitter is what the search results led to me here. I'm just gonna type Counter-Strike into the internet. All right, counterstrike.net. Is that where we're at? Okay, Counter-Strike 2 limited test. Learn more. The next era of Counter-Strike. All the game's new features will be revealed when it officially launches this summer, but the road to Counter-Strike 2 will begin later today with a limited test for select CS:GO players. I'm guessing that will not include me. Learn some more. All right. I like their logo. I like their little. I don't know. There's something kind of nice about them calling it Counter-Strike 2. I don't know. I know, like, you know, it's. I would have figured they would have just updated it in place, or maybe they would have dropped the global offensive or whatever and just gone with just calling it Counter-Strike or something. But I don't know. Something about there's sequels, right? When they update the number, you go like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is a new one. During this testing period, we'll be evaluating a subset of features to shake out any issues before the worldwide release. Arrives this summer as a free upgrade to CS:GO, and everyone's skins and stuff come over. It's got smoke. Smoke now has the ability to interact with other gameplay events, creating new opportunities. Bullets and other grenades push smoke to briefly clear sight lines or expand occlusion. Oh. That's a neat effect. Smoke expands to fill spaces naturally. Smoke particles work with the unified lighting system, allowing for a more realistic light and color. That's cool. I mean, I don't like the animated GIFs they've got on their website of smoke moving around and stuff looks kind of cool. Tick rate no longer matters for moving, shooting, or throwing. Sub-tick updates are the heart of Counter-Strike 2. Previously, the server only evaluated the world in discrete time intervals called ticks. Thanks to Counter-Strike 2's sub-tick update architecture, servers know the exact instant that motion starts, a shot is fired, or a nade is thrown. As a result, regardless of tick rate, your moving and shooting will be equally responsive, and your grenades will always land the same way. All right. And they got videos about this. What are these? Oh my.
Counter-Strike is known for its visceral and satisfying gunplay.
I was just about to say, Counter-Strike is very visceral.
Now, firing a weapon looks pretty simple. You click your mouse, your character shoots, your target takes damage. But there's a lot more.
Is there an easy way to? I don't know.
In previous versions of Counter-Strike, the game.
Hang on. We could probably do this.
Only evaluated moving and shooting in discrete time intervals, or ticks, and time between those ticks didn't exist. For the most part, the experience was seamless, but sometimes those milliseconds between click and tick could be the difference between landing or missing your shot.
I hate it when there's too much distance between click and tick.
Introducing sub-tick updates. Now the tick rate no longer matters for moving and shooting, so the server will know the exact moment you fired your shot, jumped your jump, or peeked your peek, and the server will calculate your precise actions between ticks. So what you see is what you get.
Huh. I mean, we're not a fan of ticks around here. All right, you can tell they're serious. Leveling up the world. Yeah, so they got 3 videos here. Oh, here's the smoke video. Let's play the smoke video.
In a Counter-Strike match, information can mean the difference between success or failure. As a result, smoke grenades have become a cornerstone of team tactics. With Counter-Strike 2's new game engine...
That's how you can tell I don't play a lot of real Counter-Strike, because I'm like, oh, smoke grenade? Okay, yeah.
Smoke grenades now create volumetric 3D objects that live in the world.
Oh.
Now, not only do all players see the same smoke regardless of position, but the smoke can interact with the environment in interesting ways. It reacts to lighting, grows to fill spaces naturally. The shape of the smoke cloud can be pushed and carved by bullets and grenades. In Counter-Strike 2,
is that
even more tactical
I'm sure there's videos online somewhere of people shooting bullets through smoke. Does it actually, because it looks like some of this is just the same footage again. Because the way some of that smoke moves from bullet fire seems dramatic. I don't know. But I kind of like the way it looks. Like it looks kind of cool. But it seems like a bullet shooting through smoke, it would not. I mean, sure, like there's air being pushed by the bullet. There's, it would punch a hole. It might, it would move. It would move the smoke, but the way it's moving in the videos seems a little dramatic to me. But I guess if you want to make it a cool video game thing, you kind of have to make it matter, right? It can't just be like, oh yeah, the smoke reacts normally. It's not going to help you see much better, but well, might as well watch all 3. Leveling up the world.
With over 20 years of history, maps are a fundamental pillar of Counter-Strike. And in Counter-Strike 2, maps are getting a new look. But don't worry, you can still bring along your countless hours honing strategies and exploiting every corner and crevice. We took 3 approaches to improving maps while retaining their rich legacy.
Okay.
First, there are touchstone maps. Classic maps with solid foundations that players can use to evaluate gameplay changes from CSGO to Counter-Strike 2. These have improvements to lighting and character read, but otherwise haven't been changed.
Okay.
Next, we have upgrades. These are maps that use new Source 2 lighting, including a physically based rendering system that produces realistic materials, lighting, and reflections. And finally, overhauls. The oldest maps have been fully rebuilt from the ground up, leveraging all of the Source 2 tools and rendering features. These tools will be available for community map makers to make it easier to build, experiment, and iterate. With upgrades to lighting, player read, and materials in Counter-Strike 2, even the familiar will feel brand new.
Yeah, that shot right there of the smoke just straight up disappearing when that grenade or whatever it is goes off looks a little weird. I mean, obviously, yes, smoke would dissipate, but I don't know. It's dramatic. I mean, I'll give them that. Like the movement of smoke has such a dramatic look to it. Like it does look kind of rad. So they've got, I don't know. And then they've got, this is all lost on me, to be honest, but they've got a bunch of like before and after shots of like, here's the new overpass. Here's the new nuke. And obviously Dust 2, they have like, hey, guess what? We didn't change all that much on Dust. Turns out people like Dust. Though this, I don't, like it's funny because they have like a before and after slider for these maps, and like the before and after for Dust is actually the most like, oh, okay, I guess the lighting looks like, in some cases I actually might say that the CS:GO screenshot looks better. It's just, okay, like it's a weird, like I guess the lighting's more realistic or what. Yeah, it's strange. I don't know. Anyway, that's counter-strike.net if you want to go play with those too. But what else? Yeah, legacy models and finishes. All stock weapons have been upgraded with high resolution models. High definition VFX. They just got like endless blood splatters on this. Like, all right, yeah. UI enhancements. Accurate audio, and there's more to come, is what they say. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know. It's cool that they're doing this overhaul to the game. Like I said, a lot of it is kind of lost on me because I'm a extremely casual Counter-Strike player. But yeah, it's like this game has needed some touches for probably a long time at this point. Like they say, they say in the video, they got a 20-year legacy that they're working with here. So, some kind of update that's going to advance things and, like be better for map makers and moving to Source 2 and whatever else. Like, that I think it makes a ton of sense. They're starting the test today, but it says the players that are selected are based on a number of factors deemed important by the CS2 development team, including but not limited to recent playtime on Valve official servers, trust factor, and Steam account standing. If you are chosen to participate, you will receive a notification on the main menu. If you receive an invitation, select enroll and begin your download. All right. More players will be added to the test over time. Keep checking your CS:GO main menu to see if you've received an invite. And the game will be out this summer, so not that far off. I was banned in CS:GO. Can I use the same Steam account to play Counter-Strike 2? No. Accounts with VAC or game bans in CS:GO cannot play Counter-Strike 2 on VAC-secured servers. Are competitive cooldowns shared across Counter-Strike 2 and CS:GO? Yes, if you have a competitive cooldown in CS:GO, you cannot matchmake in Counter-Strike 2 and vice versa. That's funny. Can I play on community servers during the limited test? Not initially. Stay tuned for more information on community server availability. So, yeah, cool. I don't know. It's, like I said, it seems like something the game probably needed, right? Or they're just like, hey, it's been a long time since we've really kind of cracked into this and made major changes, and so making major changes and then going ahead and calling it Counter-Strike 2. Though I actually kind of agree when someone in chat said it, I didn't come up with this, but someone was like, no, what they should do is call it 2.0, or 1.666 or something, 1.7, it's finally out. Pretty excited about it. Or I guess that they did, what was the, they were at 1.6 was 1.6 the actual last update for regular Counter-Strike? Because I remember them doing more with it afterwards, and then people being mad, and people just kept playing 1.6. Right? Is that what it was? Like, oh, we put out updates past that. So was there ever an actual 1.7? 1.6 is final vanilla. Okay, so after that is when they kind of went into, well, what? CS:GO and then Condition Zero. That's right, Counter-Strike Source. That's what it was. CS Source. Everyone's talking about CS Source. And people were very angry about Counter-Strike Source. That's how it went. I remember that now. People were mad. People were very mad. I don't know what over, because again, like I was never like I was just not a big Counter-Strike player, especially then. I feel like all my Counter-Strike interest is over the last 7 or 8 years, maybe. I don't know. When did I get into gun game? And by into, I mean I would play an hour or two of it once every 9 months or so. So yeah, I don't know. That's interesting though. I don't know. Why not? Why not make more Counter-Strike? And hopefully this leads to them having a foundation for further updates down the line, right? I mean, obviously, just, they're going to give these tools to the community and you can make maps and do whatever, but like, hopefully they've got, something more of an update cadence for it or some kind of other content drop later on. That'd be nice. Javiso says, remember when everybody hated Steam? Yeah. I didn't like Steam initially because I didn't play Counter-Strike, so it was like, wait a minute, I got to install Steam to play Half-Life? Like, what the why? What is this bullshit? This thing seems like trash. Like, why are they making us jump through these hoops? Like, no one liked Steam back then. Well, I guess I shouldn't say no one, but I remember people being very mad about Steam just as a concept back then. And now everyone's mad about everything that's not Steam. Obviously, yeah, Steam was terrible. Like there was no features, there was no reason for that client to exist other than, it was like a way for them to, enact some kind of rights management onto their players, right? It wasn't, it wasn't what Steam is today. They weren't even selling anything. It was like you could redeem keys, right? And that was about it. But I don't think they were up and running selling anything. Huh. Yeah. I guess we've come a long way. I grabbed another one of these. This is perhaps ill-advised, but, well, we've got to get through these. We've got to know what this is about. We tried the juicy agrim flavor of Faxe Kondi Booster, and it was awful. It was an abysmal beverage, and it sounds like it doesn't even really have any caffeine in it. So maybe it shouldn't even be on the list at all because the caffeine content is so low. But my understanding is that some of these other drinks do have more. This is Twisted Strawberry. Not a lot of strawberry beverages out there. Yeah, so I'm worried, because Twisted to me means it's got alcohol in it, but I think to the Danes, Danish or out in Denmark, I think that means it has caffeine in it, but I don't know how much. We'll have to, I don't know. Someone smarter than me will have to try to find the caffeine content of this online and let me know. But because this is not written in an English, and this is not written in a language I can read. Except, Booster, I can read that. Like, oh, Booster, and it does say Twisted Strawberry up here in English. But the rest of it is a little lost on me. So I don't know. Let's see what this thing's all about. That smells like strawberry. If you told me this had alcohol in it, I would believe you. It's a very strong, sweet strawberry smell, like stronger than a lot of these, kind of strawberry sodas or some of the other stuff you see from time to time. I am enticed by the scent of this. All right, well, let's find out. Oh, God, no, Bob, what the? What the? What? Oh, my God. It's still happening. This is no good. If you told me this had alcohol in it, I would believe you. I don't think it does. Boy, I hope not. It says it has 0 calories, so I'm going to guess. Yeah, 0.03% caffeine. is, yeah, I thought I saw something on the back there that looked like it might be the word caffeine in Danish. Oh, fucking. It's bad. It doesn't take. It does not have a strong strawberry flavor, and the strawberry flavor that is there for about 15 seconds. No, way less than that. What am I, like a second and a half, maybe, of just like, oh, strawberry, and then bop, whatever that is. I can't even. So yeah, 30 milligrams per 100 milliliters, and this is a. Oh, I don't even know. Let's say 50 centiliters, 50 cl. Let's get a little more light on this. The lighting in the room is. Yeah, 50 cl is what it says. So that's what, 500 milliliters. Yeah, is that half a liter? Metric stuff, you know. I don't know. And so if it's 500 and there's 30 per, that's, what is that? Is that 150? $30 per 100 milliliters, that's 500 milliliters. So that's, times 5, that's 150. That sounds like an energy drink's level of caffeine, I guess I would say. So at least we're okay having this on the list, because honestly, if it didn't have any caffeine, I would stop drinking it right now. Oh, God. The lingering. It's so bad. It is so bad. And it stays with you. I'm trying to describe it because, okay, so it's like you swallow it, and then everything that happens to you after that, the aftertaste, everything that comes after that is, it's not metallic. It's not it's not a sulfur. It's not a sweet or a sour. It's, oh man. It's like if you know when you drink a Cisco or a Mad Dog 2020 and how bad that tastes, and how like after you drink it there's like, it's sickly sweet because it's like it's masking a bunch of really terrible stuff. This is like that, but the stuff it's masking is very different, and it's not but it's a similar concept, right? It's sort of like a Four Loko Gold. Four Loko Gold, it's been a long time since I've had any kind of Four Loko anything. But I don't remember it being this bad. Even Four Loko Gold, which that has the higher alcohol content, right? I forget what the difference is. But it's I almost want to describe it as sour because I can feel like my lips puckering, but it's like more of like an astringent. It's poison. It's strawberry flavored poison. I can't even place it. Alkaline. Is it alkaline? Yeah, I guess it's, well, yeah, I guess I would maybe say like kind of an alkaline kind of. It's not cough syrupy. It's not thick like a cough syrup. Yeah, yuck. It's so... Ugh. Whoa. Yeah, this is rotten. This is truly an abysmal beverage. I'm kind of impressed. Oh. God damn it. It makes my mouth, it makes my tongue to go into a U shape. I'll go It tastes like something that humans should not be ingesting. It literally tastes like something where it's like, oh, this is like someone poured a bunch of like Windex into this when I wasn't looking. It's kind of like that. It's like, yeah, it's not a strong, cleaner flavor, but it's like someone put straw. Oh my God. It just lingers so much. Pine Sol would be an improvement because at least there's like a nice refreshing pine scent there at work, right? But okay, we can play some. All right, let's. Oh my God, I don't feel good. I don't. This is why would anyone willingly drink this is my question. This is something that is sold on shelves in Denmark. Like, what is going on? Like, why do they? These people deserve better. I hope they have better choices for drinks out there. Yes, there's something rotten in Denmark, indeed. This is they drink Jägermeister there, you think? I can drink Jägermeister. I mean, I could, again, like I shouldn't, like I said, it's been years since I've had much of anything, so maybe I would drink it and immediately go, but yeah, I drank my fair share of Jägermeister at some point, and as long as it was ice cold, it was fine. Room temperature Jaeger, I'm not a fan, but my roommate was buying a lot of I don't know. We showed up to some party that was like our room. We had another roommate who had just gotten out of high school, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to this party across town. You guys should come through." And I'm like, at this point, 30. And my other roommate, is like 20. He's 27, something like that. And we're like, "Yeah, let's go to this party, whatever," thinking nothing of it. And so, Chris gets a bottle of Jägermeister. We go over to this party. We walk in, and we're standing around. We're looking around going, "Oh, fuck. This is a high school party. None of these people are 21. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say a lot of these people are not 18. And by this point, we have passed this bottle back and forth enough that it's like, oh man, we've now had a lot to drink. Not a lot, but we need to get out. We need to get out of here. We have to get the fuck out of here. And so we kind of raced and jumped back in the car before either of us had so much to drink. And I was like, okay, let's just, this 3-minute drive, we'll get over here and never speak of, and never go back. So we didn't go to a lot of we didn't go to a lot of Jack's parties after that. Jack like, I got this party over here. Like, no, we're good. We're all right. You have fun. We're okay. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out at the house. I don't know. We're gonna listen to music real loud and just drink here. It'll be cool. Yeah. So yeah, like Jägermeister, I can drink. Like this is way worse than that as far as I'm concerned. Like Baron Jaeger is totally fine compared to this. Like I would put this. This is below. This is, yeah. Like this is fuck this. This is real bad. Ah! Huh! It's not getting better. It's making my teeth feel bad. That's interesting, because I did say it doesn't feel thick, but also I feel a film forming on my teeth the way a thick drink does. You know what I'm talking about. You like a thick drink. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me. Link to the Pap says, Jeff, you are the custom grow 420 of energy drinks. Thanks. Drinking Faxe Kondi Booster before court. This sucks. Oh, this is I don't like this at all. I guess I'm gonna yeah, let's play some video games. Oh, god damn it. I'm having a bad time. Well, that's a good way to get started, I think. That's hey, welcome everybody to the stream. I don't feel good. Oh, man. God dang. It's not getting better. It's not getting better. We're going to have to make some adjustments to how I was capturing because of the Counter-Strike 2. Oh, no. I guess not. Maybe not. Maybe this will just work. Let's check out a little Time Wasters. I've been playing this off and on. It's in early access. It's a dual joystick shooter. It's a run-based game. It may seem like it is an ass game, an auto shooting survival game in the vein of like a Vampire Survivors, but I don't think it really qualifies. It really feels like a more standard. Sorry, I'm now burpy. Excuse me. It feels like a more standard kind of dual stick shooter here. Cinnamon Bun on the Discord says they found a Danish person reviewing all the booster drinks, and this Danish person hates all of them apparently. So, all right, good. That's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you, Cinnamon Bun. If you want to get on the Discord, you can. You go to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann and hook it up. You can get all the smoke. I guess I completed all the captain missions with this character. I don't know if that means there's no more reason to play as this character, but I'm, just for showing the game off purposes, we'll start with the character that has kind of the regular spread shot. Each character has kind of different weapons. I have not unlocked these ones over here. A.M. Thompson says, I'm a Danish person and I like at least some of them. Okay. Well, is that, I have to imagine someone must like these if they exist, right? I mean, if it was widely like this is the worst beverage ever made, which is maybe what I'm saying about it, then you'd think it would not be on sale anymore. So again, a run-based game. We're kind of getting upgrades as we go. Let's take rockets. We can only take a handful of weapons. Let's look here. 4 weapons total, and then a mess of upgrades. If I don't move the right stick, it will automatically shoot in a direction, which is, again, kind of vaguely like a Vampire Survivors, but really I don't. I find, you use the right stick to control where you're shooting, and I find the game plays better that way. Let's see, what's our next upgrade going to be? Let's shield recharge on boost seems like it should be useful. All right, let's we don't want to I want to save room for a weapon, the fireball weapon. And so I don't want to pick all my weapons right out of the gate. I think this game has like really good bones, but there's some very like repetitive stuff about the structure of the waves. We'll take Nova. Nova's really good. Oh god, this guy's coming to get me. Like over the course of, you know, so you're kind of running up to a boss fight. Okay, we blew up that enemy and got enough gold for 7 upgrades. So let's spend those. Bigger explosions, more shots on the main weapon. Upgrade the Nova. Okay, we'll take this captain, which will upgrade our. If we're banking on us finding fireballs someday, so we're gonna take her. We'll skip slime trail, go with more hull strength. Upgrade the Nova again, and proceed. This game comes from the creators of a bunch of idle games, of a bunch of incremental games. Time cube is a currency used in many of those, or those two to 3 other games. And so when I saw the Steam page for this, I was like, oh man, are they going to make like an idle game that's also kind of a Vampire Survivors-esque kind of experience? Like, what does that mean? And so I guess, like, given, I've said it before, but I think given the past history from this developer, I was hoping for something that aligned with that a little bit more, but instead this game feels pretty straightforward. It feels pretty straight up. You feel like you use your Steam Deck almost exclusively for games like this? Yeah, this one runs on it well. You could do that for sure. And so with these time cubes we're getting, that's a currency. When we get 5 of them, we can go to a separate shop and basically get a batch of upgrades all at once, which is how you kind of get a leg up on the opposition. You can see these enemies here are a lot more resilient than the ones I was facing just a wave or 2 ago. All right, we've got enough time cubes. We're gonna go up here. So I guess I didn't talk about the idea of planets. So I think the unique thing this game does, as far as I can tell, I don't know that I've seen this in any other games, is that it has planets, and you see them all in the upper right here. They're all in kind of these stationary positions. And when I go over this planet, it spawns a magnet. And that's a magnet power-up. It sucks all the things in, and then you see a timer starts. So every 180 seconds, I can go back to that planet, and there will be a magnet there waiting for me. Similarly, this is the hull repair planet. So, like, you can kind of get these power-ups, and then, you know, and so here's the space cube locator. It spawns a thing on the map that if we... Okay, we had a 50% chance of getting some space cubes. We failed the roll on that, so we didn't get any, but the percentage chance goes up for next time. We got a lot of upgrades. We could... Okay, fireballs. That's what we were looking for. Fireballs, pretty short range, but very devastating to enemies in front of you, and so I've had my best runs with kind of this exact loadout. More Nova. Oh god, we gotta move. And so every 20-ish waves, you'll get a boss fight. These are the same bosses every time, meaning the first boss is always this boss, the second boss is always the second boss, and so on. And so right now these runs feel very similar. Like these types of enemies, I guess are they white, or they like maybe a greenish tinge that I'm not seeing with my bum eyes? I don't know. But they're more resilient than the enemies that came before it. But after we beat this boss, like that whole rotation is going to repeat. We're going to go back to the more basic, easier to defeat enemies, and it'll build back up again. That's kind of how this game works, except now a planet will get attacked, and we will have to go contend with that. But we need to go spend our... we have some time on this planet, so we're going to go to the Space Cube shop over here and see what they got. Good, a fireball upgrade. This is what I was hoping for. It's basically like 5 upgrades all at once or something, and so now you see those fireballs shooting out, kind of doing some work here. To enemies at short range, which is handy. And then there's a planet over here. Some of these planets just are attacks. So this planet, every 120 seconds, I can go over there for a little Nova burst. And so I've never let a planet explode. And so you see, we're back to this kind of, here's this rectangular shape of enemies that are easy to defeat. And we'll get that once or twice, and then we'll get to, you know, so it kind of, it's repetitive. This game is repetitive and predictable in a way that is maybe not the best. Let's upgrade fireballs. All right, let's keep these guys off me while we try to save the planet here. We've got time, so we can kind of use this boost to get out of the way and kind of kite these enemies around a little bit. Okay, we got that one. Let's go over here. We got 2 more of these guys over here. Oh, so we're trapped in this for... I feel like this is a pretty standard trope in the kind of the auto survival shooter genre, is you are surrounded by enemies that are going to kind of close in on you a little bit, and they are not easily defeated or not defeated at all, but eventually they'll just blow up and you'll be fine. It's like we're just going to trap you for a brief period of time, and then, you know, you'll be free to go. Okay, so I think that was the last one. I think we saved that planet, right? We have 5 cubes again. That's exciting. Oh, we have enough. Oh, I got hit. Okay. You know, it's Halo rules on the hits. You have a shield that recharges and a hull that doesn't, but you can find hull upgrades. Where's the shop? Here it is. It's over here. So I don't know. Like, I find myself drawn to this, I think, by the legacy of the developer and how I have really enjoyed their previous games, but this one is not doing it for me in that way. This game is not scratching the itches that their previous work has. But that's not to say it's bad. It's just to say that it is a more standard kind of dual stick shooter than maybe I originally hoped for. Here's another planet that spawns turrets, and you can spend upgrades on these, and you know, you can upgrade so that this has more turrets. But I always find that I'm always kind of on the move, and so these planets that you have to kind of stay there to get the bonus are just never really seem all that useful. So it's like an interesting idea that I'm just not quite sure pans out. But you know, the supernova planet does do a ton of damage, especially if you start upgrading it. And actually there's a weapon upgrade that you get only for upgrading that planet like 6 times, so I should probably start working on that. Maybe this will be the run where I get it. Let's go with more shields. Let's go up here. There's some gold waiting here for us. There's a hull upgrade. We don't need the hull repair, but we'll get it. Might as well. We're here. Our chances on this are better than 50%, so maybe we'll get... Yeah, we only got 1, it looks like. That's not that many. Space cubes are better than time cubes. Space cubes are the thing you use outside of the run to purchase permanent upgrades. So if you want to start with a higher level of stuff, or start with like where this planet already spawned, or you know, whatever it is, you can buy those upgrades. All right, we're back at a boss fight. This one's got turrets. We can shoot the turrets off of it. We've got some I guess. Let's do that. Oh god, I thought I had more upgrades than that. They had maybe a countdown timer, like a 3, 2, 1, after you spend your upgrades, to let you look at your situation before the action starts. Might make sense there. Again, it's early access. You know, they've had a couple of updates since it came out, and they had a demo in the last kind of like Steam Demo Fest thing too. We'll cut down on the spread, maybe. No. Block damage while boosting and max boost. That seems like it's one of our captain abilities. So maybe that'll be good. I don't know. I feel like I got the weapons I want, and so everything that happens after this, like this Nova that I have is really good at, you know, because a lot of these bullets are destructible, right? And so having this 360-degree blast coming out all the time is very handy for, you know, not having to worry about a lot of those bullets. Oh, we can't quite get there, can we? Oh, yeah, we can just get it. I think if you touch that darkness that surrounds you during the boss fight, I think you just die. I've only touched it once, and I just literally immediately blew up. So we're just chipping away at this thing. I don't know. It's not especially like a meaningful threat to us with the way we've upgraded. But also, like, if you choose... in my experience, and maybe this is going to be different for different players and how they like to play, but I find if I don't have a loadout very similar to this one, and I get to some of these boss fights, like, you just kind of aren't doing enough damage. Like, it just would take forever to get through some of these sequences. Yeah, more Nova damage. Why not? All right. Well, I guess we'll... Yeah, a shield recharge on boost is good because you're gonna boost, like, you're gonna get hit and then try to boost out of trouble, and so having a improved shield recharge seems like that would be useful. 20% chance? No way. Okay, we lost on that one. Okay, here's the planet that's under attack. It's the hull repair planet, which seems like it's worth saving. Let's go down here and get this magnet real quick while we're here. Oh, not that much gold to come in. Oh, there's some. Okay. Max fireballs +5. That sounds like a good... That sounds good. Yeah. Now we're chewing through these stupid things. And as you see, as we're kind of starting the cycle again, we're back to the rectangle of very easily defeatable ships, and the cycle kind of begins again. The difference now is these elite ships will have shields on them starting now, I guess. So, you know, they do kind of ratchet up the difficulty a little bit. But yeah, like I said, there's predictability there to the structure of the game that I kind of wish it was a little bit less so, I guess I would say. And also, yeah, I don't know. It's like, if you ask me what I think about this game. Hey, Jeff, what do you think about this game? I think it needs a lot of work. I think that this is a highly competitive genre. And this game is not really at a point where I think it is in the upper echelon of this style of game. That said, I keep coming back to it for some reason. And I don't really have a good answer for you as to why. I don't... They added another captain in the most recent update that has, I guess, like some kind of electric gloves... and you punch enemies to death in space, which sounds like it'd be fun. I have not unlocked that yet, but that seems like something I kind of want to see. But it's good. I don't know. Like, it's good. I don't. Again, there are a lot of these now. There are a lot of games like this out, more every day, it seems. And so it's just a highly competitive space. But at the same time, I don't know. I find myself kind of drawn to this. Yeah, like I said, I've been coming back to it here and there for the past week or two, however long it's been out. All right, we defeated all the things that were trying to blow up that planet, so now we're kind of free to go on our way. Oh, jeez. We have enough space cubes to get another big upgrade, so let's try to make our way over to the shop again. We'll boost. We'll boost over there. We'll get another... Yeah, sure. One more cube for our troubles. Let's hit this and blow a lot of guys up. That'll be good. See? So, you know, useful. And now let's go to the shop. What do we got? Fireballs. Let's take another fireball upgrade. These numbers look high, but again, it's just for when you go and hit that supernova planet that you get that level of damage. And so... Oh, that drink's still bad. Ah! Oh, no. I don't like this. It's a bad drink. We're going to get the fireball upgrade. Ugh. See, man. Okay, so, like, they really swarm you there at this point in the cycle. You get a lot. Oh, geez, we missed that thing. Let's go get that hull repair that's over here. Well, we're not going to make it. Because we're at the Elite Hellbird spaceship. Oh, God, a lot of these freaking guys, too. All right, so let's try and knock some pieces off of this thing so it doesn't shoot at us quite as hard. And it's got a shield that we have to knock down as well. But we're doing it, you know. It's kind of... Oh, okay. We got to get out of there. We don't want to be in that. Okay, we got hit bad that time. This bad. Oh, we lost. All right. Oh. I've had one of those. I've gotten through to the end once. But, you know, sometimes you just don't have it. That time we did not have it. Bummer. All right, so we've got some cubes we can spend over here on permanent upgrades. Again, you know, I think if you've been playing games like this for the last, you know, kind of in the it's hard, you know, because I'm gonna say, yeah, in the kind of post-Vampire Survivors sort of landscape, you're familiar with a lot of these concepts. But again, this game, you aim your shots with a lot of the weapons. Some of them, like the slime trail trails behind you, you don't, you know, but fireballs are aimed, your main shot is aimed, and so you have right stick control over how you fire. So it's not really a Vampire Survivors style game. It is more of just, hey, check it out, it's a dual joystick shooter. And some of your weapons kind of go off in different directions. Complete mission to unlock. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I unlock the... Okay, maybe this will tell us. Defeat the platinum rank waves with Vermilion. Upgrade the wolf pack to level 10 to unlock Captain Ram. But I don't even think I have the wolf pack. We need to upgrade the super plasma planet to level 6 if we want the wolf pack. Okay. So we've got to upgrade the plasma planet, which is not as especially... I have not found it to be a useful thing to put points into. But if we need the wolf pack, we need the wolf pack. Ow! We need Kevin Nash. Yes, we need red face paint sting if we want to make this happen. I wonder if this is like going to be a cheap way to do this. If I can spend some points there on the super plasma planet to add another turret or whatever. No, those look like different things, not quite levels, but let's upgrade. Well, we can, block damage while boosting seems useful. Oh yeah, definitely don't turn your back on the wolf pack. You might end up in a body. You know, you just trust me on this. Just don't do it. I guess let's make the supernova planet do more damage off the bat. Why not? Is there anything I can get for one? Yeah, well, gold find, a gold magnet. So let's try, this one starts with fireballs. This one starts with the slime trail, but like let's give it a go. So like when you just start with these fireballs, like look at these pinner ass, weep, weep, weep. Such a, like the first thing I want to do is go buy the weapon that I had with the other, you know, the other captain. Now we got the slime trail, so that'll do some, I guess, some damage over time, right? But like, look at this little beep, whoop. This is kind of what I mean when I say sometimes if you haven't spec'd in the right direction, you kind of just don't, you end up not really having the firepower to compete in some of those boss fights. That's been my experience. I know Remy's played more of this than I have. I think Remy got that. See, like I can't. Like it's even hard to get out of that situation. Though I guess I did. I guess let's take rockets. We kind of just need more. All right, and that was the big gold ship that gives us a bunch of gold. We're gonna wait for something else for our fourth weapon. Let's get some hull. Let's upgrade rockets. We need more damage on those fireballs. We need more length on that slime trail. We're gonna lower the recharge delay. We'll upgrade max fireballs. We're not gonna take laser because it's I don't know. It seems like it might be okay, but at higher levels. But okay, here's some more gold. More rockets, I guess. Let's boost over here. Get this time cube. We'll head over here and get this time cube. Oh, what? Oh, we're trapped. So this is a case where, like, you know, with the fireballs and the rockets and all this other stuff, I don't have anything that's immediately destroying these big bubble bullets. And so they're much more of a threat with this loadout than they are with the other one. Slime damage. Nope, nothing there. Okay, yeah, let's get more fireballs. We don't need a hull upgrade right now, so we're just gonna, well, nah, maybe. No, we didn't. We didn't actually take any hull hits there. That was all just shield. But let's get a magnet. And then get these upgrades. More fireball. Block damage while boosting. Maximum boost. We need to be able to, like, this ship needs to be able to get the hell out of the way. Super Plasma Planet is the thing we're trying to upgrade to get the next weapon unlocked, so we're going to do that. And then let's have a longer trail, I guess. I don't know. This is bad! Ah! Well, I guess, you know, the turrets and stuff like that, these planets probably become a lot more useful when your ship is not maybe as survivable as some of the other loadouts maybe lead to. I don't know. But, like, we're not too far off from the first boss fight, and I don't feel equipped to win it without, you know, it'd be a very uphill battle. More range on the magnet, I guess. Ah! More rocket DPS. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's get over here and try and take the arms off this thing. We have to get in pretty close because these fireballs don't have a good long range on them. As long as we stay behind this guy like this, he'll always try to turn to face us, and so he's not especially challenging. And the fireballs at least do enough damage to let us really take him out. So, not so bad. Not so bad. Super Plasma and Captain upgrades. Max boost, plasma per... So we don't have the plasma. I would like to get the plasma. So maybe I should take this in the hope of plasma dropping later on. I like the idea of the weapon of the enemies being their own life bars like this, but I don't know that I love the way it looks. The way enemies just kind of like slowly fill with red as you go. More range on the fireballs, sure. Which planet's under attack? Oh, it's the one down there. Okay, let's go. We have enough, you know, let's go try to get a good upgrade first. Let's see what we got. I don't love any of these. I might just re-roll. No, we're going to take shields. Let's get another time cube up here, then we'll go save that planet. More rockets. Okay, that's bad. That's still bad. This is still going bad. This is still way bad. There's a lot happening here. This is a lot of bad stuff going down right now. Okay. But all those enemies turned into those enemies, and that's no good either. We need to save the Space Cube locator planet. Or maybe we don't. I don't know. This will be a time cube. Let's get it. More shields. Seems like the answer there. I don't know if this might be... We are not going to save this planet. Fuck this planet. We're out. Fuck you, Space Cube locator planet. You're on your own. Yeah. Yeah. I shouldn't have boosted in there to try to get that thing. Oh, God, this is... that's the poison! No one told me. Huh. Yeah, Remy on the Discord says, I think part of the problem is it's still real early in Time Waster's development timeline. They've already added 2 more captains and weapons since going from demo to early access. I'm sure with a few more months, the systems will be more complex. They're apparently aiming to drop an update every Friday. Yeah, that's cool. Like I said, I think that there's solid bones here. Oh, Remy also says that he's playing it full ass style and using the auto aim, which is interesting. Huh. I've been very deliberately aiming the entire time I play it. But that's... Huh. Oh, this drink is fucking terrible. And then so yeah, this captain just starts with a slime trail. And so you're not even shooting, you're just kind of leaving a trail behind you, which is interesting. But again, I've just had nothing but trouble with these other characters. Let's try one more run this way, and then we'll do something else. I don't like the rockets, but I feel like I need another weapon. Now we're gonna get more gold instead. It's like it's hard for me to hit this asteroid to get the gold that pops out of it, you know? Here's this ship. This big ship that spawns when the game starts goes around and steals all the gold that enemies drop. Which is interesting. And then when you blow it up, it drops a ton of gold. Oh, God! Let's go with static field. It's kind of like the static field seems kind of like the garlic equivalent, where it's going to create a field around you that slows enemies down and does damage and stuff. I haven't... Well, this does seem pretty useful in the early game, at least. 9 upgrade points. Great. Okay. Let's get Nova. Nova is good. Fireball. Do I have... That fireball would be my last weapon. Ah, fuck it. Let's take it. Well, we're not going to take her now because all of her stuff is around a weapon we don't have. So we'll go with the max shield upgrade, max of fireballs, longer range on the thing, bigger stuff on the stuff, upgrade that Nova. We got fireballs, so we'll take the fireball captain. All right, I'm feeling a little bit better about how I'm currently structured. I mean, with this build, it's easy to not aim because the only aiming weapon I have is the fireballs. But now between the Nova and the static shield, I should have, as those upgrade, I should be able to handle bullets like this that are coming at me relatively easily. Let's upgrade Nova again, because it's got too many gaps in it right now. Oh god, I let myself get boxed in there. I really screwed that up. More range on the gold pickup? Sure. Let's get a magnet. Is this just another magnet? No, that's a hole. Okay. Let's hit this up. And then we'll move up here, I guess. We'll get another one of these cubes. There's another cube just lingering on the map. We can go over there and get it, and then we'll have 5. That'll be enough to go get that upgrade. More range on the static field. Fireballs are going to probably be our major damage dealer to bosses, so we probably need to get that in better shape as soon as we can. Ah! 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 Okay. Oh. Go serpentine. Make sure that they feel this slime trail. Okay. Super Plasma Planet. Is that going to be enough upgrades to unlock the next weapon? Let's just find out. Yes, it is. Good. Alright. We've unlocked another character. Good. All right, well, let's just hang out here and do our damage and take care of business. We'll upgrade the Nova. Fireballs. Fireballs. There. Now we're taking a chunk out of this thing every time those fireballs go off. Okay, Probably should take some hull strength upgrades, but I don't know. I always just, and this is probably part of my downfall in this game, is that I usually am just always focused on DPS. If I can break shit more efficiently, then that's how I'm going to do it. This is like a decent batch of upgrades, even though I don't have the plasma stuff. Like, more boosts, more block damage, and better shield recharge on boost is probably not too terrible. So let's just take it. We'll upgrade the fireballs. Some more shields. Oh, we got fireballs going off in multiple directions if you don't aim them. I'm also deliberately not aiming. That's cool that the fireballs can split amongst different targets. That's kind of neat. Ah! I looked over at chat and then we took on some very severe damage. Oh, geez. Okay. More Nova per second. What do I need right this second, right now? More of that to get out of here. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hopeful that as this game kind of continues to come along, that it just has a lot more in it, you know? It's only been out for a couple weeks and it's been early access, so you know, I'm trying to refrain from being overly harsh about it. But like I said, even in its current state, I find myself kind of coming back to it. Even though, like I said, there's stuff about it that feels, well, I mean, it feels pretty half-baked because it is, right? The game ain't done. Slower enemies, sure. Longer range on the static field seems reasonable as well. Ah! Oh! It's weird because the static field slows down those incoming bullets, but I'm not wiping those bullets out in one go the way I would be if I had upgraded the Nova a little more. It's a weird effect. Okay. Let's, slow these enemies down more, I guess. Gonna keep me from getting swarmed, hopefully. 15, we ain't getting no space cubes. Ah. Ah. We could use some hull repair, though. That would be good. I'm getting beat up. All right. That's better. Not great, but better. Okay. This will be... I don't know how this one will go. Looks like I can take out the swarm of normal enemies pretty well, which is a good sign. So as long as I keep circling around this guy to make sure those bullets don't catch up with me, it'll probably be fine. Come on over this way a little more. Get in the middle of the circle so I can loop around you. Yeah, let's upgrade the Nova. Ideally, we kind of want the Nova to be big enough to where it just is one big circle, because that's going to be better at taking all these bullets out. All right. Get bent. Okay, where's the Space Cube store? It's right here. I don't like this stuff. I'm going to re-roll until I get guns. Yeah, let's do that. It's nice that these turrets will shoot while the planet is under attack. So it should be pretty easy to stop this one. I guess we've leveled the heck out of this plasma planet. We want more max fireballs. Maximum more. Let the slime trail do some of the work here. Uh-oh. Yeah, all right. Yeah. The field of slowness almost makes these bullets harder to deal with. Because it's like, oh, we're going to slow them down and keep them in your midst a lot longer than they would have been otherwise. All right, that'll be another cube. Let's go look at our upgrade options here. Where is it? Up here. I don't think I like any of these options. We're going to re-roll, which is going to leave us with not enough cubes to buy. Oh, I don't like those options either. But we can go over to this planet and get another 5th cube here. Well, let's take... Yeah, okay. Max hull plus 45 seems good. Max shields plus 10 is nothing to sneeze at as well, with all these other recharge upgrades. Let's go hull. Ah, this is bad. Started hitching up there too for a sec. Yes, Nova per shot plus 12. That seems like a pretty good... That seems like the increase that I've been looking for. Let's go get a hull repair. That seems... prudent, I guess would be the word there. I don't know. I gotta put this drink on the list. I forgot to do that. We gotta find a nice lofty position for this. I don't even know how to. Okay, we're back at this thing. I don't think this is gonna go super well, but we'll see. Okay, we gotta get. First, we gotta clear the way here on this stuff. These guys. are a problem. Okay, this is not. Oh, ah! 30 seconds, I'll be able to pop one of those off, which will be very handy. Okay, we got the shield down on this thing. The shield will eventually come back. It's like a phased thing, like, oh, you blew a part off this thing and now the shield has returned. Maybe, oh, some hull repair. Sweet. Okay. More importantly, we took care of the swarm of regular enemies that were in here with us. And that's well, what is this upgrade going to be? I just want to do more damage. I just want to kill. That was a pretty good chunk of damage that did right there. Might not seem like it because it was not the flashiest. There's not a big explosion, but a lot of that guy turned red. Or a lot of that guy's parts turned red, I should say. I keep extending this range and then complaining that I don't like the bullets being slowed down, but I keep extending the range anyway. I don't know. Okay, let's... Yeah, that thing's shield is kind of coming back, so we gotta... In another 30 seconds or so, we'll be able to hit that plasma planet again. It's nice to be in here with that. It's nice when that works out, when you're like... And I'm sure you could time it that way, because it's you know, it's knowable when these waves are going to start. You could be like, oh, I'm going to hang out by the plasma planet now to make sure that that I'm ready to do some dirt. I didn't do that much dirt. It blew up the other the bullet shooting thing on that guy, and now they're both firing out energy balls that I cannot destroy, which I don't know if that's better or worse. And this fucker's shield came back. I feel like these fights could just be, like, more interesting. Because, like I said, if you're not doing the DPS necessary to really grind through these fights quickly, they just become kind of a weird slog. And they're not super fun, these boss fights. Again, it's the same ships in the same order every time, so I'm sure, like, hey, if you you know, you're gonna end up with different loadouts, and if they start serving you the bosses in kind of a random order or something like that, like that would be cool. Oh geez, okay, we don't want to get hit again. But I also need to stay close enough if I want to do real damage, because these fireballs just simply do not have a lot of range on them. And even then, this is again, just... Maybe if I blow these wings off, that'll be interesting. Let's get this. Oh, that's a... Well, we took one of the wings off. All right, that's got to count for something, right? Just... I don't know. More damage on the... I mean, this, you know, this plus 6 DPS is not gonna really do much for us here. I guess we could spend a space cube to re-roll. Maybe we'll get something cooler. Better fireball range. That actually is better, considering the nature of this specific fight. So what else is going on? Anyone drank any good energy drinks lately? You know, something nice? Ah! Okay, let's hit this, and, well, at least I got the shield down. Ugh. Now this fucker's just shooting more bullets. That's unfair. That's not how this is supposed to go. Ugh, a lot of shield got recharged, too. Yeah, I'm just not having a great time. And this boss is like the most mobile of them, as far as I can tell. So it's kind of the one that is the most like constantly aiming at you, constantly up in your shit. Whereas the other ones, you can really just kind of like move in a circle around them. Like this one is much more aggressive about not allowing that to happen. And yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna keep doing this. Another 54 seconds. We'll be able to pop that thing again. But we got to get this shield down. Okay. All right. Shield down. We're back to doing real damage again. 30 more seconds. No, oh, this fucker. I wonder if I stay up close at that phase, if I can prevent the shield from regenerating. Let's pop the shield and then hit this thing. All right, that at least did something resembling significant damage. But gosh, another 23,000 fucking hit points on this fucking thing. And this fight is, you know, if you have a different loadout, this fight goes differently. You know, like there's ways that if you're so equipped, you are going to do more damage. But, you know, because it's the same ships in the same order every time, It's not really inspiring you to experiment with the loadouts, other than, you know, you need to upgrade or unlock your stuff, right? I don't know. More boosts, I guess. Almost. Just fucking die, man. Ugh. Let's let these turrets do some work on this planet here while we take stock of where we're at. There's a gold upgrade. Let's go get the gold magnet. That'll probably get us some useful upgrades. We need some hull repair real bad. That'll be some. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's get some more hull. Let's get some, I don't know, some more range on that, sure. Slower enemies on the slime trail, sure. More block damage while boosting. Yeah, Nova punch through. There we go. I guess that. More range on the fireball. Seems like it'd be useful. Let's go this way. Get that. Get this. I guess I need to save that planet still, huh? Alright, let's try and get it back over there. Ah! If you take a ton of damage at once... This is an addition they made... Yeah, fuck. Yep. Not a great loadout, but... I feel like I got pretty far with it. But again, you know, this character starts with that slime shield, and you're kind of at the mercy of whatever upgrades you get, so... And we unlocked another weapon, so... that's maybe cool. I don't know. The Wolf Pack. Max ships, max damage. Let's put an upgrade into it. Why not? Higher chance of space cubes, sure. And then that's... I think that's going to be it. Well, let's see what the Wolf Pack does. Oh, weird. So they really just kind of fly around independently of you, huh? They don't really, Can I even direct them, really? And this is a strange... This is strange. Wolfpack respawn cooldown. So they go away on top of that, even though it's my only weapon right now? Weird. I mean, it's different. Like, that's cool. Like, you know, you want weird, good variety in your loadout stuff, right? Like, you need to have weird loadouts for people to do. Can I even direct them at enemies? Is that a... Doesn't seem like it. Wolfpack damage plus 10. I mean, I should probably... I just want to see if that... Well, they're pretty low level, so everything's dying pretty... Oh, weird. Weird. Can't direct them, but they have decent health and will only need to respawn when they die. Okay. Well, I don't know. That's something, but it's strange. They sure do a lot of fucking... I mean, the DPS on them is a very high number, which is enticing. But I'll show you laser real quick. We'll just take laser, because I'm not going to play a full run. So that's laser. It'll just kind of... it doesn't shoot out of your ship. It's just kind of random fat anime beam. At a random angle. Anyway, that's time wasters. It's okay. I don't know. Like I said, there's a solid foundation there, and you know, the things that are weird about it are things that I think that they will probably take a look at as they go through the early access process. How much is it? Oh, that's a good question. Let's look. Let's find out. Dear Internet, how much is this video game? Right now it is $2.69. So, so yeah, whatever. With all, I guess all the criticism is like, I don't know, it's $3. Who cares? So, but yeah, like I said, there's definitely something to it. And I hope that it becomes more robust over time, which seems like, you know, hey, that's obviously the whole point of early access, is especially with these sorts of games lately, right? I mean, gosh, think about what Vampire Survivors was when it first hit compared to, you know, what all the stuff that got added onto it. It's really pretty crazy. Does it run on Steam Deck? It seems to. I played a little bit of it there and didn't run into any trouble. I don't think it's like verified or whatever, but like it ran fine for me there. I didn't do a full run. I just kind of loaded it up to see if it would work, and it seemed to work. But yeah, that's Time Wasters. Check it out. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back. In the meantime, I got this. I'll hit this button.
Since 2007, the war of 6 planets, man has lived in peace. Yet over the centuries, there arose a certain restlessness with this quiet tranquility. So man began to explore the limits of his universe. And it is out there, beyond the black holes, near the absolute edge of the possible.
Yeah. This is that gangster business. Let's get this drink on this list. Let's get this, let's get this, my tongue feels bad. There is a bit of, you know, the basic idea of like, I feel like maybe I licked a battery a while ago. Which is weird because that's not the flavor it has when you drink it, but I feel like my insides of my mouth have been stripped of some kind of layer of skin or safety, or like there's something like there, like it is eaten away at my innards in a way that is extremely unpleasant. Yeah, very acidic, I suppose. It's fucking still bad. Ugh. Oh my god. I'm a little alarmed by this. This is they shouldn't sell these. They shouldn't be allowed to sell this to humans. My understanding is that once you got outside the US, that a lot of the food and safety bodies from a lot of other governments were just like better at taking care of their citizens than we are here, where here they're just like, I mean, how much rat poop is too much rat poop in a box of cereal, right? I mean, really? We'll put some in there, I guess, but nah, or like, yeah, I mean, sure, there's some plastic in the water, but it's not enough it's not that much. That's the United States. I thought that outside the US they were, because there's like food dyes and stuff where they're like, hey, that we don't allow this food dye to be used in the United Kingdom because you people in the US are out of your fucking mind if you're letting them do that, or whatever it is. So, but Faxe Kondi Booster Twisted Strawberry indicates otherwise. So here's our list. We've got 87 drinks on it, ranging from Rockstar Zero Fruit Punch down to G Fuel Tetris Blast, and a lot of range in between. This drink is maybe going to be near the bottom. This drink's probably going to be somewhere near the bottom, I'm thinking. It's worse than Bang Miami Cola. I would kill for a Miami Cola, right? In fact, I might just crack one open just to rinse my mouth out. In fact, after we do this, I'm going to go get a bottle of water to do exactly that with. I also have a headache now, which normally, the energy drinks and stuff don't really give me anything like that. There's not like, hey, you drank this and now you got a headache. So it's worse than A-Shock Watermelon. It is worse than G Fuel Pink Drip. It is worse than Rockstar Endurance Marshmallow, which is a truly disgusting drink, but not in the way that this is. It is worse than Radioactive Lemonade. It is worse than Bang Purple Guava Pear. Is it worse than the other one of these we had, the Faxe Kondi Booster Juicy Agrim? Ugh. Yeah, this is. Oh god dang. This is gonna go. We're gonna write this onto the list here. This is where it's going on the list. That is it. It is the new worst one of these. I would take a Tetris Blast right now. If someone handed me one, I would be like, yeah. Give me one of those. Let me get any other. Let me get that in me. This is, my mouth feels fucking terrible. It's like my mouth is watering, but with poison water. The flavor that is lingering in my mouth after drinking half of this thing. It's a mix. It's somewhere between like a battery and metal in your mouth. It's like you had an old spoon and you're like, it's like sucking on an old spoon. Yeah. This is I'm blown away by how bad this drink is. I'm shocked. But like I'm gonna go get a water and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a water. I'll be right back. Oh, fuck. Mm-hmm. Truly disgusting. Truly, truly, truly disgusting. Okay. Okay. I feel a little better. Okay. Okay. Well, congratulations to our new number 88. Faxe Kondi Booster Twisted Strawberry. Truly the worst energy drink I've ever drank. Maybe the worst fluid I've ever had in my mouth. Yeah, no, this is maybe the worst fluid I've ever had in my mouth. And we have more flavors of Booster to go. So look forward to that, I guess.
I'm gonna gargle your piss.
Yeah, that might be an upgrade. That might be an upgrade. I don't know. I'm no urine drinker. Always the good start to a sentence. I'm no urine drinker, but like anything after that is all automatically like, oh. But I bet it can't be as bad as that. Actually, I'm sure it can be extremely worse than that. Yeah, so that's disgusting. Yeah, some people drink urine like willingly. I know there's there's that episode of it was My Strange Addictions with the lady who's like, yeah, I've got cancer and I'm healing it by pouring my own urine into my eyes and drinking it and bathing in it and like all this other stuff. And it was like, oh man, it's an interesting watch if you have not seen it. It's a good question from Video Games McGee, subscribing for 12 months. Thanks. Wow. A year with Jeff. Question: when was the last time you saw the Taco Bell manager from Novato? He sucked. LOL. I don't know. You know, I did occasionally stop off at that Novato Taco Bell on my way home. Normally I would just go to the Chevron station that was right next to it, but yeah, I've been to that Taco Bell. I don't know that I don't know that I've seen the manager there. I've been there a handful of times, and it's not a great Taco Bell. All things considered, or at least it wasn't. If you didn't get your order immediately, he would just get immediately annoyed. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, no, when it comes to local fast food managers, there was a guy who, I think he managed both of the Jack in the Boxes in Petaluma. And he was a large man. And he had a real like kind of, I'm talking like this. Like he was never like mad about it. He seemed like a chill dude, but he was just had a real character about him where he just stood out. And he's just like, all right, 2 tacos, no lettuce, no sauce. All right, here you go, $3. And we, me and a couple other friends spent more time than anyone should thinking about that gentleman. But yeah. Had some, yeah, he there were some times when he would be a little bit of a jerk, but hey, working fast food, well, why? Sometimes people are jerks on a day and they're not the next day, like shit happens. There's another thing I want to play here. I don't know, this on paper seems like it's probably awesome. The Steam reviews are mixed, but I'm hoping that this is cool. Always strange when a game just comes in right away without me pushing any of the buttons. It's not, I don't have OBS set that way. But this is Mile High Taxi. And it looks like Crazy Taxi.
Citizen, this is your dispatcher, Bones.
But with flying cars in a Fifth Element sort of way.
Your first day, huh? Well, let me get one thing straight right off. I may be a dispatcher, but I don't want to hear from you. And you certainly don't want to hear from me. Head to floor 625. Your car is waiting there. You're authorized to work floors 600 to 650 only.
Okay, Bones.
That's floors 600 to 650.
Oh, I have some light control here.
I'm only gonna say this once, rookie.
No.
Do not deviate. Or so help me, I'll turn you into one of them meat popsicles everyone loves too much.
See, meat popsicles, that's a thing they said in the Fifth Element.
That's no joke, rookie. You leave your employment zone, your car's AI is gonna freak out. And you'll probably lose control.
Not in that
So
context,
stay where you
but...
belong. Why do I always get stuck with the new ones?
Oh, Bones.
Now, you'd better be every bit as awesome. And I mean super green.
Super green,
His
huh?
head office is making you out to be. I don't want to see any
Boy,
blips show up on my screen.
I don't know.
Ever. There's 3.5 billion customers out there today, so
No one
go to your
else in
car
the world
already.
of Fifth Element
Make us
talked like...
make me
Was it Rudy Ray? Is
some
that
money.
Chris Tucker's name in that? Like the...
Oh, one last thing. Keep your eyes open, rookie. I'm getting reports of strange things happening in Mile High City these days.
Ruby Rod. Yeah, that guy's got this
right.
guy's also got a
You
real
get going.
kind of fake Christopher Walken about him. Anyway, I'm also a big fan of a Commodore 64 classic called Space Taxi, where you are a flying taxi.
Choose your player.
It's weird that we go right to a choose your player screen. This is a weird mishmash of references and stuff that feel very... Oh gosh, I don't like this guy at all. I guess we
Let's get out there and make some money.
this is weird. Like it's kind of the kind of halfway crazy taxi.
All right, rookie. Let's take a couple of minutes
This is-
to familiarize you.
This is
with
already a
gas
very
control.
strange thing.
Listen up. You know how I hate repeating myself.
If I know one thing about Bones is
To
that
exit
he
this
hates repeating
tutorial,
himself.
Press the start button at any time. I can't believe you done this. Use your gamepad's left analog stick to steer left, right, up, and down, and to strafe up and down. The gas pedal is the right trigger, and your brakes are the south button.
Ah, the south button. We all call it that.
Now we're gonna get you accustomed. To pick up a passenger, park your cab just above the ground on that green marker up ahead. You gotta come to a complete stop.
I can't believe the human body can smell like mine and still be alive.
It's Queen's Key, not
Good.
Queen's Quay.
Now drop the passenger off up ahead. See that indicator arrow towards the top middle of your screen?
Yeah.
It'll get bigger as you get close to your destination.
Okay.
You're a real veteran.
This feels weird.
Hey, if you ever get stuck in a bad spot, like an alley, put the cab in reverse.
I'm just going to turn the audio down
Left
because
trigger
it's
on your gamepad.
and then yeah, we'll look at the resolution settings in a sec because there's something about this that looks messed up.
Reverse out.
I just never know if it's Spadina or Spadina.
Okay, now toss it into. Every time you complete it.
Oh, I just skipped the tutorial. I was like, I need to pause this and look at the graphical settings, but by hitting the start button, I have skipped the rest of the tutorial.
Choose your player.
Choose your player. Medium controls, tight camera, faces front in reverse. Weird characteristics. I don't know. I love the way this guy dances, so we're going to do that. Standard.
Woo-hoo! Let's get out there and make some money.
Let's go make some crazy money. No new records here. We gonna have some fun.
Three, two, one, go!
I gotta stop eating at McDowell's all the time.
Some basic anti-aliasing. Oh no!
Okay, why don't you go ahead and take me to Queen and University? Level 610. I never did quite figure out how cardboard works just fine.
Now he's talking about the 3 seashells? What?
I'm not seeing walls.
A lot. Boy, oh boy. I don't think I can dive enough to there. Oh no.
You are not
Never
permitted
should
to
have
work
gotten
below
in this
600 level.
stupid taxi.
If you remain at your current altitude for a continued duration,
let's go.
your AI will shut down and your vehicle will not
I'm heading
respond.
to Dundas and Simcoe. Level 605.
Where are you going?
Where am I going? The right stick seems like it should like give me some kind of camera control, but boy, it sure doesn't. What's all the other talking happening? I like the fake Tim Hortons. This, wait, come on now. This is a weird thing.
Hey, Queen and Finale, level 615. I love it. I'll try and do that again.
Ah!
Someone stole my multi-pass.
Ha ha! It's a multi-pass. We love to talk about the multi-pass around these parts.
No tip for you.
Head office is sending out a booster pack for you. Get to a taxi bay to pick it up.
Gotta find it fair.
I gotta find a fare. I gotta get a Yoshi. All right, there we go.
Over here. Get in.
Yes.
Drop me off at Queen and University. Level 610. I can't wait to put on my father's Does this thing go any faster?
Oh, there's no shortcuts there. We can go around.
Does this thing go any faster?
My elevator only goes as high as 200.
Smash, smash! Thanks for the ride.
Ah, this is
Oh, you're crazy. Better hold on.
Hey, Bulwer and Soho. Level 630.
I keep wanting to do like crazy taxis. I keep wanting to like drift. You know what I mean? Like I want to have like
I'll try and do that again.
car fun.
Super green.
Oh, that's yeah. Just say super. Yeah, this thing. This is.
I'm almost on time.
This thing's kind of a bummer. I don't know. It. It's just, it feels so bizarre.
Let's go, let's go. Drop me a call and step. Level 615. Smash, smash, smash. Okay.
I like the name of this track is Hard Drum and Bass Full. Pull up. What? Leave me alone. What?
Smash, smash, smash. I'll try and do that again.
Aw, man, fingers get it.
Again. Next time I'm taking Johnny Cab.
Rookie, head office is sending out a booster pack. Fine, rookie. Get to a taxi bay to pick it up.
Yeah, this game needs VR. You know, honestly, like being able to have a little bit more situational awareness about the world would probably go a long way. Like not really having, oh, that closed the entire game. I thought that was going to take me back to a main menu where I might be able to pick other stuff, but I guess not. Hang on here. I'm sending a quick message. Okay, sorry. Yeah, the camera option. There is a camera option in there, and so but also it seems like different drivers maybe have different camera controls.
Choose your player.
So let's try that too. Stiff controls, tight camera, faces front in reverse. Loose controls, trailing camera, faces front in reverse. Let's see what trailing camera ends up being. Free roam, sequential, deliver enough passengers to level up. Well, let's just free roam. Let's just get a sense of how this feels. I don't know. Why would anyone connect camera options to character options? I don't, that's a good question. This is a strange product.
I'm a ninja, but I ain't one of them trees.
And yeah, no, well, yeah, so we can reverse, like invert Y, I guess. Camera rotation on, okay. Weird thing to put in the video menu, but oh god, oh god. No, that doesn't give me control over how the camera rotates. Yeah, this looks rough. And since it's a trailing camera, I guess that's why I have that further view, a further back view. I feel like I could kind of like, I wish I could hit the brakes around a corner and drift a little bit more. Like it kind of kicks out a little bit, but not, I don't know, it doesn't feel great. Like the movement doesn't feel great. And is the camera rotation just meaning that like when I turn, it'll kind of, yeah, I don't know. There's an idea here, of course, I feel like the flying taxi game, like I remember, what was it, like 2000, 2001, whatever it was, going to London and going to a trade show, going to ECTS, which was the trade show there for a while, and seeing the Fifth Element game before it came out and thinking, oh man, that's so awesome. And then that game came out and it's not great. This feels terrible. Yeah, man, this is that's as far down as I can go. It won't let me go any lower. Yeah, I guess that's the question. Are flying taxis inherently not fun? Is the actual the actual thing we're discovering? I feel like I probably wouldn't put. I don't know. I don't know that I would put the references to Fifth Element in here, having guys just go like, oh, multipass, like the just like most bone stock references to it. And then you got this, the have you seen, this is just, it's just weird. I don't know that I would put all that stuff in there. I think, there's a part of me that'd be like, hey, let's try to, obviously there's going to be some touchstones, some cultural reference points out there in cinema that we're going to, oh God. Yeah, man. This is like, these are like really bad shoehorned in references too. From different stuff too, where you've got like, hey, it's Johnny Cab, from that other movie. And then like, he knows it's a multipass is the ad for, I guess, the multipass. I don't love it, man. Like it just, I think it kind of, it feels very cheap. It feels very, unearned. It feels like a shortcut. But like I think if you're gonna put in references like this, like do better. You know, instead of just writing that on a wall or having a character go like, oh, it's a multipass, and then also like filling it full of like 3 seashells talk from Demolition Man and some of the other stuff they've done. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Like, having that stuff's a little all over the place. Okay. She has her multipass. Do you have yours? Like that. You want the... Oh, jeez. Yeah. It's, you know... Yet another multipass billboard. You say, Crazy Taxi just relied on its gameplay and charm. It didn't need memes that will die in a few years. I mean, I think references to the film that this concept is largely lifted from, like, that's not going to get old, right? It's not like the he knows it's not like that's a recent meme that's going to be played out. That's just the Fifth Element. But it's like one joke in the Fifth Element. A single joke, not 2 billboards on the wall in front of the... These are the droids you're looking for. From Zorg Industries. Yeah, this is... It's a bummer. I don't know. Whatever. But it also... It kind of just begs the question, like, is it just too hard to make one of the, like... to make a flying taxi game, because the only good one is Space Taxi, and Space Taxi's great. Oh, Space Taxi's so good. Can I even hit these cars? Looks like no. I wonder if that's because I'm in free roam mode. This is just it's a very bizarre product. Like, looking at the way it's put together, it's like... I don't... Look. I mean, 1888 is like that would connect to an actual phone number. Even though it's too many digits, the 1-888 456-2192 would be a phone number. Even a baby can use them. Here are the 3 shells. That's so all over the place, man. What a strange thing. And it's you know, like, you're seeing it through a stream. But even just kind of locally here, yeah, it looks aliased. It looks just kind of grimy. Let's see what there are some. Let's turn off the post processing and that doesn't. Huh. Weirdly enough, this almost looks a little better.
So, like, I butter my bread on both sides. I can't find my TPS reports.
This car was
I
ripped in
gotta
half.
find my
They
TPS
had to cut this dude out with John's blood. He cannot believe it from his eye sockets and nipples. Warming up?
Strange. Anyway, that's Mile High Taxi. I don't know that I... You know, the thing going into this, I was like, I wonder if this will control well, because, like, just something about the flying car. Like, so the only real controls, if I stop, I can still kind of go up and down. But, like... It almost seems like I should have, whether it's like a L1 and L2 kind of thing of like an altitude change button, set of buttons there to just go up, go down. Or maybe it could be a south button. Oh, do we have any? Is there? When I push X, when I push south button, it does something. Is that the... I forget what south button does. Is that our drift? Is that our... No. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. See, that's what I get. I took the tutorial. I accidentally skipped part of it, but... The squealing tires is an interesting choice. But whatever. I mean, you know, we live in a world where electric cars have speakers on them to make noise, so it wouldn't be completely out of the question for, like, in the future, someone to go like, our flying car needs to have squealing tire noises so the driver knows when they're... whatever, you know? Huh. Yeah, I don't know, man. No, I think I do know. I don't much care for it. But yeah, maybe some controls that were devoted specifically to altitude. So I could use like L1, R1, or square and circle, whatever it is, to kind of... Some kind of like skip song functionality might not be the worst either. But yeah, all the billboards and the dialogue and stuff are really off-putting to me. That's like a your mileage may vary thing, right? I guess some people will be like, oh, enhanced anti-aliasing. Okay, so we have some options here. Let's turn post-processing back on and enhanced anti-aliasing. That look, I like the saturated, like there's that part of the color, like the look of it is kind of an interesting choice, but it just looks like grimy. It looks low res. It looks like this game came out 25 years ago and we're trying to run it on modern Windows, and it's like, oh yeah, I can run a 2560 by 1440, no problem. Like, it's not, I mean, you kind of have to go modify in any file yourself to do that, but it'll do it. Anyway. Also, just having the quit button quit the entire game from any menu is another interesting choice. Well, that's Mile High Taxi. I was curious, and now we know. We experienced that together, you and I. And I hope you learned something. I did. Yeah, that's kind of rough, man. What else? I don't, I guess they put out Shredder for Call of Duty, which is a weird choice. I don't know. They've been doing some weird stuff for a while. Let's take a look at Shredder. Let's fire this up and take a look at Shredder. I don't think it's probably not super Shredder. I mean, maybe you can maybe some of those unlockable skins they'll sell later will be, more Kevin Nash oriented. Now, see, this game is not just automatically taking. I need to push. This is going to quit anyway, isn't it? It's going to be like, update requires restart. But let's... Hello? Hello, video games? Hello, video games. All right, let's... try and do it this way instead. Update requires restart. All right. Well, we've got to restart the game anyway, and then we'll try and get it capturing. I don't know why that's not coming in immediately. And now it's being weird. And now everything's being weird. Everything's all weird. I don't know. Video games, they used to be so simple. You get the dang cartridge, you blow on it, you put it in there. Did you know you're not supposed to blow on it and that's actually bad for the cartridges? Well, it's true. I want to, even though we don't have to dump the cartridges, I kind of want to, I do kind of want to try and clean some of those filthy Super Famicom carts with these things I bought. I'm curious to see how well that, if it actually cleans them enough to be dumped. That filthy copy of Super Mario World. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Video games. Bad to the bone, tracer pack bone chiller. A bunch of camo challenges. I gotta. Tracer pack shredder. There he is. You know, I think if Shredder had a goddamn automatic shotgun, he probably would have done a lot better against the Ninja Turtles. I think if Shredder showed up with this thing, with this KV broadside, and said, "Tonight I dine on turtle soup," I suspect it would have gone a little bit better for him. And then what do we got? Okay, so these are the two new guns, I think, right? So it's like, hey, if you fucked up and didn't unlock the guns on the battle pass or whatever, that you can get them here for this amount of money. And this is another, I think this is also, this was on the season event thing. I don't know. Okay, it's a tank skin. He's got a some kind of melee kill, some kind of finishing move. It's a foot. It's like carved. This could be for Wolverine just as easily. And look at that, it's the Shredder. Well, let's find out. How do I, man, these menus are kind of dragging. Okay. Is Shredder on this side? Yes, he is. Okay. Whoa, geez, really? All right. There's no way to see these. They used to show the animation. You used to be able to like watch and watch the animation of the finishers. He's got those goddamn toe shoes. Ugh. Disgusting. What's Shredder's bio? Wait, what? There we go. Yeah, we didn't feel like riding one. I mean, yeah, we could have written a bio, but what if we just write redacted in here? It'll seem mysterious. Actually, we need to go in here and set that I want that to be my favorite faction, so that we're more likely to get Shredder in a match, and then, you know, we'll see what he sounds like. Because that's the thing, right? It's like, what, you know, it's a first-person shooter. I don't see Shredder. Other people see that I bought Shredder. And then all I get to do is hear Shredder. Yeah, Oroku Saki. Is that his real name? Yeah, man. I have very limited, but also like kind of specific Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles knowledge. I was never like a big fan. But like they were kind of inescapable. Also, this is the new map that they just put in. It seems large, which is kind of interesting. Which is good if you want to get some long shot kill medals or whatever. There's Shredder wearing his watch backwards, like all the cool guys are doing.
Kill confirmed. Eliminate targets and secure their tags to win.
Oh, that's some bad shooting right there. That was some terrible shooting. Yeah, did I end up with not Shredder? I ended up with the... Because, you know, that's the thing, is if you end up on the other team, then you play as your other guy. So yeah, I'm not even Shredder. Man. Instead, I'm a soccer player. Ugh. The wild thing to you is that skins are for other people to see. Yeah, I mean, it's... I wonder if how much what their skin business... What's your skin business look like? And I wonder if that drove any of the decisions around, hey, let's make a third-person mode. You know what I mean? We're like, hey, let's make the game playable in third person. Like, all right, it's not really what we're known for, but like, you know, works for Fortnite. Don't kill me, I'm huffing drugs over here. That was the wrong time to do that. Well, I wonder, you know, if we go through a match, will I end up with the right character next time? I guess that's not even guaranteed. It's kind of I feel like they shouldn't split these guys into factions. And for Warzone, obviously they don't. Well, maybe we'll do that. Maybe that would be... If we play around a Warzone, then we'll be guaranteed to play as Shredder. That diving, spinning bullshit.
Reloading. Ghost online. Strike out. Mark them. Just save your house, foot.
Okay. Because it's not, you know, like there's not enough of a story to this mode that you're like, well, this guy has to be on this faction. Like, you know, in a general sense, it feels like, you know, like I kind of knew going in that Shredder would be on the right side because the right side seems like it'd be the bad guys. Because Captain Price and the guys from the campaign are all on the left side. You're like, well, Shredder's not on the same side as Captain Price. Everyone knows that. Let's not be stupid. You should walk through this door and let me shoot you. I think that would be cool. You went somewhere else, didn't you? Oh, you're doing the same thing I was doing. Now what?
I'm reloading. Enemy UAV overhead. Hostile Overwatch helo.
Yeah, Captain Price would not hang out with Shredder. That's not a thing.
Right near your position. Enemy UAV active.
You get it. All right. Someone got it. Oh, yep. Yeah. Perhaps if I were to puff some drugs.
UAV in the area.
Reloading. Throwing Semtex.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that happens. Yeah, DJ Scat Cat skin. Why can't we get cool stuff in this game? Shredder's not cool. Not anymore. Right? I don't know. It's like okay. Yeah, what would a Sonic the Hedgehog... I mean, you know, because you kind of don't want to change the silhouette that much, right? A Sonic the Hedgehog skin might be a bridge too far. Oh. Shredder's in here to milk the middle-aged weirdos. There's lots of people that would pay for turtle stuff no matter how shit it is. Yeah, I guess like that's the thing, right? I would probably be the same way about Transformers stuff. So... I guess that's like a difference of just like what, 5 years or something, right? Like 4 or 5 years. If I was 4 years younger, I would probably be like, fucking yeah, man, goddamn Ninja Turtles. But instead, Ninja Turtles came on when I was like maybe slightly too old to be watching it, and so I didn't watch a lot of it. I had the comics. I had I had a reprint of issue number 1. And I was not a huge fan of it, but I kept it for a lot of years because people were like, that's worth some money. And I was like, really? And at the time, I might still have it, but I feel like the last time I looked, it was like, this is $20. I'm like, okay, well, it's cool. But it was like a second printing or third printing. I forget what it was, but it was not the original run of the comic, so it was kind of whatever. I still have a really raging headache from drinking that drink. It's really it's bad. It's bad for me. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers at this time.
Mission failed. Return to base.
Yeah, a run of G.I. Joe skins. I'm surprised that we haven't had that happen here, because it feels like that would be a very natural fit if you were just like, here's Duke and Flint and Cobra Commander and Destro. That feels like a very sensible thing to put in this game. But yeah, Fortnite had Snake Eyes. Right? It was a proper Snake Eyes. It wasn't just like, here's a guy who sort of looks like Snake Eyes. But yeah, no recent movie tie. Well, you say no recent movie tie-in. Was there a... Well, maybe there was. They did an Attack on Titan tie-in for the last Call of Duty. We're going to mute that. there's a new Ninja Turtle series. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it's all marketing tie-ins, right? But did it give me the other guy again? I'm gonna quit. Yeah, we're gonna. I guess maybe we'll try Warzone just to feel something. Or I guess we could do a free-for-all. Oh God, how do I get to the... There it is. I was like, how do I find... No, that's DMZ. Common Rider. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh man, is there really no... Okay. Let's do Resurgence solos, I guess. It looks like he's throwing up the devil horns, but he's not. Helmet looks good. I don't know. It's a decent looking shredder. They gave him like a, you know, a combat vest that would hold knives and bullets, which is sensible, I suppose. But yeah, Cobra Commander, Destro. That's who, like, if you want to do 4 characters, which would maybe be a lot, but you could do Cobra Commander, Destro, like Duke and Flint. That's probably the 4 you would do, right? I don't know. Like, I could think of other characters I would rather have than Duke and Flint, because they're just both like, oh, Scarlet. Yeah, you're right. Baroness would be, yeah. Baroness, yeah. Shipwreck would be great. Barbecue. Dial tone. Dusty had his cool hat. Oh man. You do a zombie mode that's the battle android troopers instead of zombies, right? That's. Yeah, Wild Bill, just in all his mustached glory. That'd be a great one. Beachhead was super cool for a generic dude in a balaclava. You're right. That Beachhead seemed like a cool looking, not so cool on the TV show, I feel like, when he would show up, but like the figure, I always thought, this dude looks cool, man. He's up to something. Alright. I have not played Warzone in a pretty long time. My guy was about to start talking and then he got cut off by a shotgun.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Warm-up is over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
That last 5 seconds where it stops registering damage on enemies, but you can just keep shooting, is always really weird. The problem is I don't know that the characters talk all that much in Warzone, so I don't know that this is going to be a good way for us to hear the dialogue, but at least we'll see this fucking guy walk through the plane and jump out. Oh, where are we dropping, boys? No, we got to pick something. This is the new small map. I have not really played much of this. That's not a door.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Hostile counter UAV overhead.
Oh, that's bad. Someone else is shooting, and I do not have bullets in my gun anymore. Well.
Hostile counter UAV is active. Bosnia, hostiles deploy the counter UAV. Hostile counter UAV overhead.
All right, money. I don't know.
Enemy soldier incoming.
These chests are all open. They'll eventually reseal. Oh. Yeah, that's bad. Did we last long enough to respawn again, or are we out? I wasn't. Okay, I guess we're still in it. It's a weird mode. Not that weird. It's a weird mode when you play solos. Like, it makes a lot more sense. Oh, jeez. Well, let's just sit here for 6 seconds so we get to respawn again no matter what else happens. Like, Shredder's not a bad choice. It's just like, it's a weird... When you think about Call of Duty, it's just strange. No, we're not gonna... I guess I don't even have any assault rifles. A sea treasures token. All right. What does that do? Yeah, well. Thanks, Smiley Burrito, for gifting some hot subs. Nice. Lord Justicar sign. John Coffey Jr. giving us a shout out a little while ago. Hi. Crunchy Bumpkin. Band Puncher. So on and so forth. I got blown up. What the fuck did he... Oh, he had a... He gave me the business. Look at this. He's like, check this shit out. Foot Clan. Is Snoop Dogg in this version of Call of Duty? Unfortunately, no. And I think that's maybe the downside of this whole thing is, like, as an annual game, all this stuff goes away. You could, you know... We could at least look at Counter-Strike in one way and say, hey, at least when they're putting out Counter-Strike 2, they're letting people's skins and inventories come in. Now, there's a nightmare of other problems with the Counter-Strike skins market and all of that other shit, of course, but...
Locate their uplink stations and secure their intel before they go offline.
Do the skins stay in Warzone cross games? So this is Warzone 2.0, so this is them starting from scratch. So none of the stuff that worked in the previous Warzone comes into this. Which is unfortunate because I would play as Bruce Willis every time, probably. But it's frustrating, yeah, like, you know, because these skins are not cheap. This was like, I want to say it was like $20 or something for some of this stuff, which is crazy. And then to have on top of that be like, oh yeah, and at the end of the year it kind of goes away, like, especially in a game that is an annual, well, specifically because it's a game with an annual franchise. It's unfortunate. Well, I don't know why we're watching. You know, did anyone else pick Shredder? No. No one else is enough of a rube to buy the Shredder skin. Well, that's a look at Shredder. I don't know. I'll report back and see if he has anything cool to say. But there you have it. You want a Neil Hamburger skin? God, yeah, that'd be great. Just all the Courtney Love cranberry sauce as he's like murdering someone from behind or whatever it is. Yeah. That would be pretty good. But yeah, there was what else they did. They did Attack on Titan, right? And did they do a Godzilla thing? Because there's a map in Call of Duty Vanguard, which is like you are on the set of a kaiju movie, and so you're just like running around with all these very tiny buildings. That's right. It was a King Kong and Godzilla. That's what it was. That's what it was. And then the Saw thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's the problem. It's not a problem, right? But because who really cares at the end of the day? But it's one of those things that you just kind of look at and go like, anytime anyone complains about like, oh, this is not accurate. This is not an accurate representation of this. It's like, yeah, no, dude. Like when people complain about, like it's not all just white dudes, and you're like, yeah. Also, they put in laser rifles and all this other stuff, so they're not really, they're not really pursuing accuracy on any end. It's a ridiculous. You know, they're selling cat ears for the current year of Call of Duty. So you can, you know, like there's just, it's nonsense. Like they never set out to make an accurate, you know, especially in that way, which is like, we don't need to go back to that level of accuracy. It's kind of pointless. It's fucking laser tag. And then that's why I felt for years, man, that if they just got away from, and it was always when the discussions would come up around like, what if they took the multiplayer and made it free or just like sold it in a separate way, and that was a platform that constantly got updated, and then they just sold a campaign for $30 every year or two, which is economically probably doesn't make sense for them to do. But yeah, the Call of Duty mobile game kind of does that. And but I always felt that like they did that commercial. It was the first time they did the commercial that was like Jonah Hill in it. It was just like, here's a bunch of celebrities running around in Call of Duty. And it was ridiculous. But also it's like the game should just be that. It kind of is, except they still try to ground it in this like actual conflict, or, you know, because like Modern Warfare has its story and it's like, oh yeah, no, this is set in a modern setting in the Middle East, but not a specific Middle East. And all this other stuff that we're doing. These war crimes are fake. These are not anything like the real war crimes. Don't worry about it. Like, you know, they have to hand wave away so much dumb shit that they do, that if they just said like, I don't know, it's shipment. I don't know, this here's dome, here's this, and you know, they just gave every map its own look. If they wanted to go full esports, they could even like take a lot of the violence out of it, but I think that would be corny a little bit. But you could then make it really look like a paintball course, which there's a paintball map in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War that it looks like a paintball map, and you're like or speedball, what, the one that's not like, hey, we're out in the forest, the one that's like, hey, there's a bunch of plywood everywhere. And so I don't know, like I think that you know, if you did that, I think you would have some players that are just like so hooked on the military aspect of it for for better or worse, let's just say worse, that they would think that that was a step down, that they would being, that was like, no, it's not real enough for me anymore. Like, those are the people who are like, I can't believe that they're not calling this gun an MP5. I'm going to call it an MP5, even though it's not, they get all kind of bummed out about that stuff, right? So I think if you went in a ridiculous direction that took the reality out of it completely, it would, I think that a lot of players would react negatively to that. And so, but at the same time, I think, you could just have every map be a different setting and whatever, and who cares? And the guns are the guns. And, then you can get away with, like, I don't know, we put a laser gun in it. It's balanced against all these other weapons. It just happens to fire lasers, and you happened to spend 2,000 COD points on it. And, I think they could just do that. Gunpla COD. Build your character like Gundam Breaker and parts fall off when you get shot. That'd be neat. I don't know. But I don't know. It's obviously what they're doing is working well enough for them that they've never felt the strong need to change. I mean, the most they really did initially was they stopped selling maps, right? They said, oh, we're going to not sell season passes and map packs anymore. We're going to move to cosmetics and everything there, which I think is a largely positive move. And then obviously Warzone being the biggest change, making that part of the game free and whatever else. But as I said before, like, when Warzone first came out, I think internally the people at Activision were looking at it and thinking that, like, oh, Warzone's like a good demo for people to buy the real game. Like, they weren't looking at it as like a success unto itself. They were like, well, I don't know, that's cool. Hopefully it sells more copies of the game. Not like, oh, here's a factory we can use to print money like Fortnite does forever and ever. It was like they just didn't. It felt like they didn't get it. Like, even as the game was a success, they just didn't understand what that meant, because they're so ingrained in their packaged goods business and just like, oh, here's our $70 game and everything, that it just kind of, I don't know. I wonder if they would have done things differently if they had some different thinking at the top around that stuff. But in my opinion, what about Call of Duty changes under Microsoft? I think I don't know. I would say that you could look at it as, what if all the multiplayer stuff went free to play and they sold the campaign as DLC, like they did with Halo? That seemed like it was, of the things that people complain about with Halo, that doesn't seem like it's one of them. And I could see them maybe doing something like that, at least on the, the Game Pass end of things, but they would want parity across all of the platforms. But yeah, I don't know. I think they would find bundles to sell to make sure that they're still able to make a bunch of money, and not just make the whole thing free. They would, but who knows? They may very well take the competitive end of the game and make that more free. I guess it would be on Game Pass either way, and then it would probably, maybe that would end up on PS Plus as your monthly game or something, or one of the higher tiers or something. They could do something like that. But Sony obviously had a lot of misgivings about all of that. So I don't really know what changes. I think probably what changes is nothing, at least in the first handful of years with that game, where they're going to not want to mess the thing up. They're going to go like, okay, this is working well enough. We don't want to draw a bunch of attention to us owning it and like fuck it up along the way. It'll be on Game Pass, and we'll change some of the stuff around, hey, if you're on this tier of this, you can get access to the game that way. But also, I wouldn't see them splitting the game apart and being like, you're the multiplayer team forever, and now you're working on a live service game that needs updates every quarter. I don't see them doing that, because that's just not the way those teams have been structured and not the way those teams have been built to work. And so I think that they would probably continue, maybe there's some minor changes around who goes where, and, they shift some studios around to better support the process or something. But like, generally speaking, what they've got going on right now seems to be working well enough that you probably just don't touch it. You probably don't touch it and you stare at it for a long time and go like, okay, we are going to touch this. The day will come when we really start touching the shit out of this thing, but we need to figure out what we got first. And so I think initially they don't change a damn thing about the development process or any of that stuff. Like those teams, probably a lot of people that work well together, and you know, like you don't go like, oh well, now everyone go over here, and you know, they don't split people apart and create a bunch of fake new teams or whatever along the way, right? But yeah, I don't know. That would be my guess, is that you probably don't do a damn thing, especially with all of the scrutiny they're under right now. Like, assuming they get this deal over the line and they make whatever concessions they need to make, like there's still going to be eyes on them to make sure they're not like fucking it up or like lying about the promises they all made across the board to everybody. And so I bet that that's another good reason for them to just like sit there and just go like, all right, you make the games you make them, you ship them the way you ship them, but we'll put them on Game Pass. That's kind of the only, you know, you look at like some of the Bethesda stuff that's still multi-platform, you know, they're just like, all right, cool. Just do the thing you were doing. I'll be over here waiting, because eventually we're going to come in and we're going to get to touching some stuff, but you guys do you. Ugh. That's my guess anyway. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get going. I hope everybody has a tremendous Wednesday. Be back on Friday, probably, with some more stuff. And maybe Friday we'll try to clean some cartridges, even though, as I was saying yesterday, it sounds like I no longer need to dump them, but I am curious to see if these cleaners actually work at cleaning cartridges well. So we'll give these a shot and see. Maybe we'll do that Friday. And so on and so forth. Everybody enjoy your gaming. Don't buy the I'll say again, don't get anywhere near this stuff. This Faxe Kondi booster it's bad. It's one of the worst things I ever drank. I have a headache, my stomach feels bad, and I only drank about half of it. Stay safe out there. I'll see you soon. Bye.